Good evening, council members. My name is Dr. Erin Dornan-Liuzzo. I'm a Temecula resident and taxpayer. My daughter was disenrolled on November 29th, and we're asking you to re-enroll her immediately to mitigate further damage to her and our family. TVUSD has violated state law 23 times between January 2022 and November 2023 and continues in violation today. My daughter had a full medical exemption from vaccines since 2016 due to risks associated with an extensive family history of childhood and other diseases. TVUSD staff accepted her exemption and enrolled my daughter into the district as a model peer student in the special education preschool in 2019. However, at the start of kindergarten in January 2022, they told us my daughter had to start vaccines. That was a violation of California law and DPH guidelines, which state that existing MEs issued for children in attendance before 2021 will remain on file at schools and do not need to be uploaded in CareMe. TVUSD never should have forced my daughter to start immunizations, and her admission should have been unconditional since her full exemption was already on file from her time of district entry. TVUSD then violated the law pertaining to conditional admissions 21 times. California Code of Regulations, Title 17, Division 1, Chapter 4, Subchapter 8, Article 2, Section 6035, Part B states that TVUSD was to review records every 30 days and inform the parent of the remaining required vaccine doses until all required immunizations are received and update the immunization information in the pupil's record. We received no such notification from TVUSD for 21 months. We then received a letter in November 2023 stating my daughter needed to comply with the required health mandates within 10 days or be disenrolled from school. We brought the letter to school and did everything asked by the school health clerk. On the very day the school staff threatened to disenroll students, administration explained they were calling to the district to get clarification on the guidelines. They didn't and still don't know or follow the law. On November 29th, Ms. Gradstein confirmed we had done everything to show responsiveness to the school's notification, that we were compliant with the law, but to her understanding, just not this new policy. District nurse Shannon Kwan let us know on November 29th that TVUSD was worried about pending audits and the possibility of losing funding, as HEMIT recently did, due to not following California law. Further, my husband and I reported in August and September 2023 to school, administration board, and an affiliated organization of potential and Yes, sorry, thank you. I don't know where I left off. So potential and or actual insufficient, unethical, illegal, and harmful activities within the school. We can't help but suspect retaliation and discrimination also contributing to this disenrollment. I had to let my daughter know she couldn't go back to school and that I didn't know if it had been described by teachers, students, staff, and families as the model student and most caring and empathic friend. She's loving, smart, studious, brave, and kind. Her tears streamed down her face as she said, but what about my library books? I have to return my library books. She suffered more in her young life than most people do in a lifetime. She was isolated from family and friends for years through COVID. Her brother, our son, died when she was 4. She experienced multiple bouts of COVID and other illness in our family, and she and I were hit twice by a drunk driver last December while en route from a skull fundraiser at Fazeli Winery. I am a licensed clinical psychologist specializing in work with children, families, and trauma. The most healing thing after enduring trauma is safe, stable, caring, supportive, empowering, informed, and strengths-based relationships and spaces. School is our daughter's world. That's why we choose to leave her at Tony Tobin, even in the face of the issues we've reported this school year, for consistency and connection. TVUSD has violated the law, these principles of trauma and resilience-informed care, and has traumatized our daughter again. She talks about fearing forgetting her teacher's voice, wondering what kids are doing at school while she's sitting at home. She's sad that she can't give her teacher the snow globe she bought her for Christmas, and at bedtime she just whispered to me, "Mom, I miss my school." TVUSD's lack of accountability and actions taken to cover up its repeated violations of the law demonstrate a wanton disregard for the health, well-being, and livelihood of our daughter and family. They have violated our child's right to a free and appropriate public education in the least restrictive environment and have hurt her mental and emotional health and well-being and our ability to work and maintain a living. We received a letter last year warning us when our daughter missed more than 3 days of school, saying we were jeopardizing her learning, development, and future. You have now barred her from school for 9 days. What about her learning, development, and future? We again ask you to re-enroll our daughter immediately to mitigate further damage to her and our whole family. Thank you.